Good evening again. Oh dear, I've got something in the way. Forgot about that. I'm going to proceed. I'm only going to do this and one more, then that'll be it for the evening. for the apocalypse. So we're going to continue. We've just done 12, the vision of the woman and the dragon. Now going to do chapter 13 of Apocalypse, other words Revelation. It is called The Dragon Delegates His Power to the Beast, and the false prophet as the slave of the beast. So this is chapter 13. And I took my stand on the seashore. Then I saw a beast emerge from the sea. It had 7 heads and 10 horns, with a coronet on each of its 10 horns, and its heads were marked with blasphemous titles. Heads were marked with blasphemous titles. I saw that the beast was like a leopard, with paws like a bear, and a mouth like a lion. The dragon had handed over to its own power and his throne and his immense authority. I saw that one of its heads seemed to have had a fatal wound, but that this deadly injury had healed, and the whole world had marveled and followed the beast. They prostrated themselves in front of the dragon, because he had given the beast his authority. And they prostrated themselves in front of the beast, saying, "Who can compare with the beast? Who can fight against it?" The beast was allowed to mouth its boasts and blasphemies, and to be active for 42 months. And it mouthed its blasphemies against God, against his name, his heavenly tent, and all those who are sheltered there. It was allowed to make war against the saints and conquer them, and given power over every race, people, language, and nation, and all the people of the world who worship it. That is, everybody whose name has not been written down since the foundation of the world in the sacrificial Lamb's book of life. Let anyone who can hear listen. Those for captivity to captivity, those for death by the sword to death by the sword. This is why the saints must have perseverance and faith. The false prophet as the slave of the beast. Then I saw a second beast emerging from the ground. It had 2 horns like a lamb, but made a noise like a dragon. The second beast exercised all the power of the first beast on its behalf, making the world and all its people worship the first beast, whose deadly injury had healed. And it worked great miracles, even to calling down fire from heaven onto the earth while people watched. Through the miracles which it was allowed to do on behalf of the first beast, it was able to lead astray the people of the world and persuade them to put up a statue in honor of the beast that had been wounded by the sword and still lived. was allowed to breathe life into this statue, so that the statue of the beast was able to speak, and to have anyone who refused to worship the statue of the beast put to death. It compelled everyone, small and great alike, rich and poor, slave and citizen, to be branded on the right hand or on the forehead, and make it illegal for anyone to buy or sell anything unless he had been branded with the name of the beast or with the number of its name. There is need for shrewdness here. Anyone clever may interpret the number of the beast. It is the number of a human being. The number 666. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. I think many of us know that. I'm sure many of you have heard that. Are we in the times where the sign of the beast is something to do with a vaccine? Think about it. Think about it. And be careful before you accept it.